Today we have a special dish for you.
Oh yeah. That's really hot. There you have it, sizzling ginger garlic chicken with vegetables. Enjoy.
So first you preheat a wok at medium heat. You put about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil in there. We're going to put about 6 slices of ginger and whole cloves of garlic. I keep the garlic in fairly large pieces and the ginger in large pieces because you don't want to get black burn marks, although you do get sear marks this way. So then you turn the heat up to medium high or high. You're going to put the chicken in now. I use about 4 chicken drumstick meat, so I don't need to marinate the chicken. So just give that a quick sear. And then you mix the ginger and the garlic together. So if you want to show off or you want to treat somebody to a special dish, this is the one. When I was in Czech Republic, this one Chinese restaurant was making this dish, and one of the local guys, he was trying to impress his girlfriend. So when we ordered one of these dishes, he also ordered one. So he was really happy. He shook my hand because his girlfriend was really impressed with this dish. So that was one of the highlights of my trip to Czech Republic many years ago. So the chicken's cooked about halfway through, so I'm going to take it off right now. I'm going to put the chicken back in after. So here we have a cup of celery and onions and red pepper and green pepper, so a cup of each. So we're just going to give that a quick stir fry. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of sesame oil. Add a tablespoon of light soy sauce. I'm going to add maybe a tablespoon or 2 of oyster flavor sauce. So I like using Himalayan pink salt. You've probably seen me do this a few times in recipes. So I'm going to put about maybe quarter to half a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. It's a natural pink salt, which brings up the flavor in dishes. I put about a cup of water in there. Return the chicken back into the wok. So if you like, you can add some Shaoxing wine. So remember, a Shaoxing wine has high alcohol content, plus it also has high salt content. So maybe a tablespoon or 2, up to you, or less. So the last step, you need to put a tablespoon of cornstarch with a 1/4 cup of water, just to get some sauce. So you might add more or less depending on how much water you have in there. So give this a last stir fry because you want to get this dish really nice and hot on the sizzling hot plate. So this is a hot plate. It's exactly the same one as the ones my dad used to use in his restaurant. And I remember one time this cook that my dad had, he was always taking lettuce and leftover Chinese veggies to take home, so he was going to feed his rabbit. And then once he opened his own restaurant, one day I was renovating one of my apartment suites, and I went over there for dinner, and I found that he was actually stealing all these hot plates for his own restaurant. So he's stealing from my dad's restaurant to use in his own restaurant. So most of these plates were used for serving steaks. So that's just another side story to these hot plates. I'm heating the hot plate at high temperature. You can also use the Chinese iron plates. So they conduct pretty good heat, and they're good for sizzling dishes as well. I've been heating this hot plate for the last 20 minutes or so. So this should be really hot. Oh yeah. That's really hot.
There you have it, sizzling ginger garlic chicken with vegetables. Enjoy.